said this before also, it's not specifically designed that if one biopic runs, I'm supposed to make another one. It just so happened that Sandeep came with the idea to me that this is a fantastic subject, please have a look. Once I saw it online, I was so mesmerized by Dalbir Kaur and the story that I said, okay, I have to do this film. And it hit me somewhere, I said, my God, this is a hard-hitting story and a life that people know of, but they don't know the depth of it. And that's why I thought we should make this film.
Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, the hardest part of playing Sarbjit, because entirely in the movie, it's emotional, it's draining. It must have been really difficult for you to essay the character, but I would like to ask you, how difficult, how challenging was the role of Sarbjit Kaur? Dalbir Kaur.
To begin with, when Umang came to me with the subject, it was an immediate yes. He's already shared that with you. Because when you hear the story, I mean, I'm sure you all already got the feeling, the vibe of it when you saw the trailer right now. How can we walk away from being a part of telling the story and sharing it with everybody, especially the human story? We're all familiar with the reportage, and thank you all for doing what you do day in and day out. But nevertheless, there are a lot of, as I started out saying today, that we all still individually as Indians continue with our lives. We do get affected, we do get disturbed, but we don't necessarily can possibly experience or take the minute out to experience how just an incident can completely change the dynamic of a family, can change the lives of a family. And it was important to be part of that narrative and to share it with us Indians. Sarbjit's life cannot go, his story cannot go unknown. And Dalbir fought for over 23 years, relentlessly. I mean, this kind of sibling love and commitment, the lady's capacity to be Sarbjit for his family, to be Sarbjit's Dalbir Benji for him, to be Darji's spirit and strength to be able to keep the fight on going is just a commendable, unbelievable spirit. And there, I think, adjectives fall short to describe that spirit which exists in so many households of our country and worldwide. So this story needed to be told, and thank you, Umang, for bringing it to me. Thank you, Utkarshini, for writing the way that you have, and thanks to the whole team for us bringing it to life.
It was easy, I do it every day.
Sure, yeah.
The hard part of the character, of course, weight loss and all that is something we had decided, and it took a lot of willpower to achieve that. But the hardest part of the character was the fact that a lot is known and documented about Dalbir Kaur. Not much is known about him and his prison life. So that, to keep it true and to keep it within the script and keep it as honest as possible, and to go through the suffering he did for 23 years, where out of that 18 years he was locked up in chains and was in a Kal Kotri. So imagining all that was the harder part, you know, with Umang and as a co-conspirator, it was very easy, and I feel that everybody in the cast has done a fantastic job, and I'm very proud to be a part of this movie. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honey, you've always been known to make entertainers. Sarbjit is a very serious biopic film. Is Pooja Entertainment trying to the character?
For me, I read the script, it took me about 2 days, and I understood the weight of my character. Of course, it's supporting these two primary characters. But my deep down belief is that, you know, I feel like politicians have kind of failed to create peace. So it's only up to artists and musicians and writers. And honestly, it sounds very like whatever preachy, but that's really my core belief that it's only via films like these that we can possibly reach out and create some kind of this film is about the human side of the human casualty of conflict, whether it's India Pakistan or terrorism or whatever, but it's the lives behind the statistics, and that's what really interested me. And of course the director, the writer who I know, and the incredible cast. I've worked with Randeep before and I'm sweating because I'm intimidated by him always, but 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 I'm really proud to be a part of this film.
Very well said. Thank you so much, Richa. Coming out.
I would like to say thanks to Umang sir and Sandeep sir, Vanita ji for giving me this chance to work in this film. Such a beautiful story. I just love the story. And I got a chance to work with versatile actors like Ash, Randeep, Richa. It was such an amazing journey, I would like to say. And I'm playing Awais Sheikh, a Pakistani lawyer. I think he's a fighter. A common man did an extraordinary thing for humanity. So, जो मैंने role ही पढ़ा पढ़ते I felt like wow, this I have to do it, and it was such a nice journey, and I just love the film.